national anthem of Comoros.
Well, 3 games on the go today as we enter match round 3 in the Total Energies African COSAFA Qualifiers. Boa tarde, seja bem-vindo from Matola's Laje Arena out here in the beautiful country of Mozambique. It's match 9 and the Comoros Islands have an opportunity to get a stronghold of Group C out of South Africa, who play Lesotho later in the day. A small island nation and COSAFA powerhouses both on 3 points after opening day wins. Now, South Eastern African nation Comoros got their campaign up and running with a victory against Lesotho. French-based 17-year-old left-back Malik Bakar with a late winner to seal matters and get Lesotho Sasantao up and running in the Total Energies Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. East African travellers Malawi, on the other hand, welcomed with a baptism of fire after a 5-0 drubbing against South Africa, who later in action. As I mentioned, Amachita with a statement win. For many, let's put them firmly in the gold medal conversation. The competition, I will remind you, will act as a zonal qualifier for the Under-20 Cup of Nations next year, as well as the World Cup out in Chile. Of course, you got to go and do well in the AFCON. Referee for today, man, born out of Botswana, Tabang Letabule, will be handling matters as the two respective captains. Let's go through the formalities. Sides told to swap sides. He's to be assisted, by the way, by Shaji Parayachi of the Seychelles and Okiri Ketsope, his countryman. And the fourth official for today is Alaten Carmalino of Angola. The two players you saw in picture there was 19-year-old Comoros Island captain Amara of Pau FC out in France. You will notice there's a big French influence on this Comoros Islands. They are a French-speaking nation, but I mean, a lot of their players do not play the Comoros Islands. They play out in France, in Europe. For Malawi, their captain is Happy Mpepo of Nyasha Big Bullets. They have a big Malawian influence. One of the country's biggest teams has produced the next batch of stars for this edition. Several players. We will delve into the makeup of the sides as we are underway. From left to right, Comoros Islands in green. They attack the goals of Innocent Kamwambi. He defends the goals and his team from right to left in red. The Young Flames up against Sola Sasantas. And we are underway well and truly. This is moving day, methinks. After today, you will pretty much have an idea of who exactly are the teams that are going to be exiting the groups and going into the knockout phase of it all. On this next side is Kandwani Tebula, who starts alongside Edward Tengo, Happy Mpepo, Hermanes Masinja at right back, Innocent Kamwambi, I mentioned him. He's in between the sticks, conceded 5 in his first out in the competition. 1-1 to repeat of that. In midfield, it's Francis Manikebu. And Silver Strikers, midfielder Washali Jazia at the base of that midfield. And the man who came with a lot of hype and a lot of profile was Mwisho Muhango. Did not perform at all that first game. No one really did. 17 years young. And in midfield 3. Up top is Benison Makawa, the 18-year-old striker, to be assisted on either side of the wings by Aidil Gaduya and Meshak Biliat. For coach Samardin Yusuf, it's Nawar Mwalida. Didn't start off on the onset, but they seem to penciled his name in the starting team as the starting striker, who plays for Benagak Paradise out in France, 19 years of age. Up top with him is Nasir Hassani, who is 19. Asim Mohamed, he's 18, plays for Clermont Football, a club out in France. Midfielder Somani Hamadan Hamadi. Man who got them the win, Malik Baka, gets another start alongside Captain Amada. Alasir Mohamed of AJ Oxia is also in the starting lineup. Nice little chip over the top as Almarid Hossamani had a little sniff. He was interested. Clever work from midfielder Kylian Hamadi. Aman Jantar played from right back. He was number 2, and the goalkeeper for today is Naime Chandra, yet to concede in this competition. Pick it up with the captain. That was a happy Mpepo. Well, 5 players in today's starting 11 who all come from Nyasa Big Bullets. That's Mishak Billy at the winger, Happy Mpepo the captain, alongside his centre-back teammate Edward Ntengo and left-back Kandwani Tebula. Don't forget another one in the midfield, Francis Manikebu, all from Nyasa Big Bullets. So there's a big influence from that club on the country's youth set up, touched by Amani Janfar. Cut off by the captain. Has to stretch for that, needs to be careful with the youngest player in the competition, or one of the youngest, but the youngest from the starting 22 in Anizar Hamada, 16 years of age. He wears number 8 jersey on his back. It's quite lanky for a 16-year-old, I have to say. He's gonna grow up to be a monster of a man if he's that big at 16 already. Here's Edward Tengo. Tengo making his debut in the competition. It was always bound to happen that they were going to make alterations into that defense. We conceded 5 against South Africa. He's in the team for Washali Jazia, the Silver Strikers centre-back. He's on a watching brief from the bench. The run made. Nice out to in run by Nasir Hassani. Shoulder to shoulder with Edward Tengo, who I speak of. Already looking to show and give back the confidence Coach Bob Mpinganjira has shown in him, giving him a start today. Of course, you can catch us free on FIFA Plus as well as COSAFA YouTube page for the latest blow-by-blow account and streaming action out here in Matola. No, yesterday was an interesting day as well. Host Mozambique bowing out of the competition after Botswana came from behind to secure a 2-1 victory. An entertaining game. They led going into the second half, but then it all fell apart for Coach Matsolo. Here come the young Flames. Nice looking pass. Is that going to be the first chance of the game? Nearly as Adil Kudaya just couldn't get there in the end. Lovely weighted pass that goalkeeper Naim Chandra doing well just to come out and snuff that attack. result yesterday for Botswana meant Botswana and Zimbabwe are separated by goal difference at the top of Group A after both won their game. Zimbabwe hammering Eswatini 3-0 earlier another day. Looking for the cross on that far side. There's Meshak Biliat. Drops the shoulder, breezes past his man, the cross is on. And so was the movement of Benison Makawa, just behind the Comoro Island defender. Maybe he needs to sneak in front of him. As the last touch came off for player Green. The Flames building up a head of steam. Stoking the fire, beautiful turn. Washali Jazia has moved into midfield today. Really promising youngster as well, Silver Strikers on CDM. Good build on him. Lanky player. Footwork, Francis Malikebu. Well, taken in by the fans here. Well, that's not as good as we saw. Bit of confidence and swagger about the Malawians. That will worry somebody in Yusuf. Man, you see in picture there. No build-up play from Biliat. Last touch was off a Comoro Island player. It's a corner, we pick it up from there in a few seconds. He'll be happy and quite energized by the start that his side has made here. In the opening 8 minutes. Referee Chavile just has an issue with a few players taking liberties. He's handled that. Now can Malawi handle this corner? You see the first goal of the game, not like that. Was more behind him, Francis Malikebu. Coming in Comoro Islands, looking to ensure that they employ from the back, but they decide to go long. And I think that's real credit to the Malawian initial press. Last touch though did come off a young Flames player. They have a corner to work with. So 2 corners in quick succession in this one. Now the group's looking after 2 match days. Group A, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Eswatini, Mozambique. In that order, Zimbabwe and Botswana, both on 2 points separated by goal difference. Keeper Kamwambi gets a right hand to it. And they come out in fine fashion. Here's Francis Malikebu. Malikebu has an option to go to the right. He goes for the fancy back heel. Not well handled by Hassani. Picked up by Tebula, the right back. For Tebula to Kaduya. Yes, Kaduya! Oh! That's Booyah from Kaduya! Oh! Beautiful! Comoro Island stand. That's how you settle nerves. That's that shit.
Malawi
Sugar.
1,
Sugar
Comoros
did, man. That was a sweet strike.
Malawi
Killed it.
Comoros
Precision
0.
of a surgeon. Comoro Islands cut open. We've seen some real stunners in this competition from these young players. We can add that to the list as well. Man scoring that, Adil Kaduya, played 90 minutes in that South African loss. Plays for Chitipa United. Gets his first goal of the competition, and what a goal that is. They needed that to almost forget the nightmarish start they had against South Africa. They were nowhere in the game in and around this time. Well, this time around it is they that are dishing out the pain. Comoros are the recipients of that. Will they hit back? And hit back strong is Yassine Mohamed of Clermont, a football club out in France. Looks for the cross, two options in the box, and Hassani and Maulida. The ball is stalled. It'll be a throw-in. Group B is Angola, Namibia, and Zambia. Angolans 3 points. Zambia and Namibia yet to register points. Cleared by Captain Mpepo. Uncompromising fashion at that. Group C, which affects today's games. South Africa, Comoros, Lesotho, and Malawi. Aforementioned top two and 3 points apiece. South Africa with a superior goal difference and would want to add to that when they play Lesotho late in the day. Nice pass to the right hand side for Hassani. No, it's not. Malawi have a -5 goal difference. So if it's going to come down to points, they need to then ensure they score a lot of goals in this game but do not concede as well. But we have seen that they can concede goals. Or was it an off day? We have 90 minutes or so to find out which Malawi has pitched up today. Francis Malekebu. The same move that saw the opening goal. Kaduya and Malekebu involved. This time around, was Kaduya looking to turn goal provider. What was going through the mind of Samardine Youssef, the coach of Comoro Islands? As a side of the mental fortitude to get back in this game. The idea is good execution, not from the 17-year-old Hassani. So I mentioned, if we look at the Comoro Islands traveling squad, only 3 players that actually ply the trade in the native country of Comoro Islands. In Gombeza Sport, representative Sayam Lafont, as well as Hamada Nabil, the midfielder. He plays for Bell Lumera do Jezi, while Ibrahim Zayad plays for the 2 Comoros. You should get that man on the ball more high up the field, and Kylian Hamadi, Captain Amada. Now with Armand Janfa. Amadi plays for Abun out in France, 19 years of age. Nice pass through the lines. Here's Almareda Somani. Almareda Somani from Havre. Referee Chabile, I think, a signal for a water break. That'll give a chance for Samardine Youssef to call in his team and rethink a little bit, maybe after conceding That's right on the 15-minute mark. There's scorching conditions as it's been. Mercury approaching over the 36-degree mark out here in Matola. There's a slight wind, though, I can report for you, something that's not been part of proceedings since we started on Wednesday. Coach Bob Binganjira, real key focus on his defense and helping Pepo, his captain, and Edward Tengo. The message will probably be, we have control now. Let us control where Comoro Islands are going to be playing. The Sola Santos need to get back in this game and quickly. They're going to score truckloads of goals in their first game. It was Malik Baka late on in the, just past the 75th minute, that got the all-important winner for them. So only one player of the starting 11, or if anybody on the bench as well, has scored. So if you read into that, it doesn't exude a lot of confidence, to being honest. Pass can't find a teammate in red from Francis Malikebu. Chindra looks for options. Everybody's static, standing still as if they're waiting for their Uber or a bus. Need to get moving. Wow, superb defending. They're ushering the ball out. Hermanas Masinja of Ascent Academy, one of a few players who does not play for Nyasa Big Bullets. The other being midfielder Washali Jazia and Mwisho Mhango of Mzuzu. I haven't mentioned Mhango a little bit, or too much I should say. Nice pass first time in the direction of Asani. He's seen a lot of the ball. That's catch and practice for Innocent Kamwambi. There's an innocent cross. '28th goal of the tournament, courtesy of Adil Kaduya. Still the largest winning margin has been that 5-0 thrashing of from South Africa to Malawi, or on Malawi. Highest scoring result, Mozambique against Eswatini, which ended in a 9-goal thriller. 4 for Mozambique, 5 for Eswatini. They look like the dark horses, I have to say, Eswatini. Very impressive team. Hard running, but yeah, it didn't go their way last time around. Losing after their impressive opening day win. Beaten by Zimbabwe, 3-0 goals from Cherera, Mozenda and Ndlovu. Zimbabweans as well are starting to pick up some form. It's all about not peaking too early, peaking at the right time. Neat touch by Mwalida. But Mwalida can't find a teammate now. Come the Young Flames. Conductor Francis Malikebu, who's been at the heart of it all. Stepping out from defense is Edward Tengo, 18-year-old centre-back. Heavily strapped right knee of Man Janfa. Maybe he's not fully fit, or left knee. Trying to play before the half hour. Kaduya. That's in the way of his teammate, Benison Makawa. Free space, but the pass is awful from Yassim Mohammed. Looks up to the heavens. He had so much time to calculate the necessary passing accuracy there, but failed. Drop of the head by Nasir Hassani, and he's been making all the runs, but to no positive result for his team. Now on defensive duty. Slight push, I think that was frustration from the 17-year-old. He's had to do a lot of running, but no one has really fed him in the right way so he can feed others. Nice interplay between the striker Makawa and Kaduya. Kaduya looks like he's a threat. If anybody in red. Good control given to them as well by Washali Jazia, who's the deepest of the midfield three. And Francis Malekebu is the creative central midfielder, fortuitous for Kaduya and Co. It's still Kaduya coming out to help out in the end with good cover defense. Malik Bakar. Jazia. Malekebu. Comor Islands deep. Are they deep in the belly of the beast? Keeper comes out. Is that a mistake? Flag goes up. There's a big gap behind Comor Islands defense. Keeper Mchindra. I'm looking at their body language. Not very good from Comor Islands. Everybody just looks dejected, deflated, including the keeper. Made magnificent saves in that opening game against Lesotho. Two big saves and then set up that late win for them. Otherwise it could have been curtains, a different outcome. Comor Islands looking to build on a fine showing the last time out when they competed in the Total Energies CAF Under 20 Africa Cup of Nations and COSAFA Qualifier. In this competition, this year's event is, as I mentioned, a preliminary competition for the continental finals. The Comoros will want to shine again after winning 2 of their 3 games in the previous finals in Eswatini. Not quite enough though to advance to the knockout stages. They defeated Namibia 1-0, Malawi 2-0, but a 4-0 deficit that they couldn't cancel out against South Africa left them the 3 teams in the pool on 6 points, and Comoros has missed out on a head-to-head record. Yes, Kaduya passes straight to Comoros Islands player Jean Far. It showed real improvement from previous years, Coach Samardine Yusuf's team. When prior they had not won a game in 6 previous competitions. At least they know what it feels like to be in the winner's circle. Attempted hold-up play by Mohalida. Bernard Peredeur player hasn't been in the game at all. Don't think he's received the ball in an attacking area to do exactly that attack. Comor Islands with a 17-year relationship in these regional qualifiers. The Young Flames, on the other hand, fancy their chances. Very tough group that they're in, but they see this as a crucial chance to take a claim for continental glory. The Young Flames have qualified for the AFCON Under 20 on one occasion, finishing in the group stages in Ethiopia in 1999 when they lost all 3 games. They finished a credible 4th COSAFA Under 20 champs in Botswana in 2011. We've not played in the previous 2 installments of the competition and then did not appear again in 2013. Here's Asumani. Strong work from Mwisho Mahango, but illegally so, according to the Botswana referee. Free kick for Kelyan Hamadi. I think he may just have a direct shot here. Angle is in his favor for the Hannibal Mejri lookalike. Hamadi. Oh, sensational! Magnifique! Wow, Captain Armada says, ooh la la. That's how you get an equalizer. If they were beset, they were struggling with themselves, that will give them a shot of confidence in the arm. What a shot from his right foot. It's 1-1.
Don't forget, 30 minutes, golden break.
We might have a game here. Really might. Hung it in the air, Hamadi. And then Hamada acrobatically powered it in the bottom left. Innocent Kamwambi could not believe his eyes. I couldn't believe mine. I'll believe it as 1-1. Malawi conceding their 6th goal of the competition. Comoros Islands scoring only their 2nd. Just ill-timed jump there from Mare Dosamani. Shortest man on the pitch. Saying to referee Kitsabile, but I tried to do this. I ended up doing that. Not my fault. Now Malawi for doing all the playing and running, passing this game after that goal, and before that, I have to wipe out the disappointment of conceding and keep playing their game. They came against the run of play. Also though, for Comoros Islands, don't want to make a mistake immediately after getting back in this one. On the chest, Jazia looks for the run of Kaduya. We'll get there first. It's heavily benched Janthar. Now with the 19-year-old midfielder Malikebu. They lose out. Asumani to his right comes help in the form of Yassim Mohammed. And Yassim can't help himself to help his team. Crucial point to score for that man's team, because they're starting to worry about their mental state and the body language. Shoulders drooping, heads down. The captain said, don't worry about it, son. I got this. The switch is on to the big Bullets player Kandwani Tebula. Nyasha Bullets. Left back. Interplay just outside the box. Need to be careful with that tackle. It's Kaduya. He's the scourge of Comoros Islands. That instance just maybe off balance. Not very confident in their defensive work. Think he's worried. Yeah, look at that. There's a caucus with his assistant coach. Being Yusuf Abdallah. Simir Dean Yusuf probably saying to him, not looking too strong and convincing at the back. We need to keep a close eye and give special treatment to Adil Kaduya, because he's been special. Opening half an hour. A goal by Kaduya to get us underway. Beautiful curled effort. After Malawi bossing matters, looking as if they're gonna score a second, up until Comoros Islands got a set piece just outside the box as Hamadi floated it in, and Captain Armada spectacularly with an overhead kick. Sees us 1-1. That's past halfway mark of the first half. That's a poor set piece there from Hango, but he can still work on for the Young Flames. Get it back into the mixer by helping Pepo. Malikebu. Yeah, Makawa. His shot is blocked. Benson Makawa. Malikebu thought about the shot, but found Bakar well positioned. Combination play between Hamada and Hamadi. And Pepo says no. Now with Tengo. He can't judge that pass well. Tall man, small man at it there. Yashim Mohammed pinning himself on Kadwani Tebula. Hamada put on extreme pressure. I could say, no, goes against him in fact. Good pressure applied on the midfielder. Hasn't been able to get in this game as yet. As influential as Kelyan Hamadi. As we saw in their first game against Lesotho, Hamadi played a crucial role everywhere on the pitch. Creative force for coach Samardine Youssef. Should be dealt with by Al-Ashar Mohamed. Plays for Auxerre. In France, 10. Kadouya, he's been really, really good, Kadouya. Mhango, finally we get to see the glimpse of the young 17-year-old prodigy out of Mzuzu. Jazia. Chance here for Kadouya. 1v1 with Mchindra. And he's shown that he's a real top quality shot stopper. Naim Mchindra being honed, prepared out in Toulon in France, and it showed. One of the top shot stoppers in this competition. Having only conceded his first goal in this game, could have done so in a fair few number of occasions if it wasn't for his ability to stop opponents when bearing down on his goals. That's a foul and a yellow card as well. I think maybe something he had said to the Botswanian referee. Edward Tengo. It's the first yellow card of the game. Just over 10 to play before the halftime. Nice pace to this game. Clear foul on Bakar. Now, 7 players in green for Comoro Islands. I think they'll be looking for number 6, Armada. Watch out for number 6. Dangerous player. He's already scored. Not using his head.
Okay.
Makes a little movement closer to the penalty area. I think Hamadi will be eyeing him out. They're not a very tall team, Comoro Island, so it's quite obvious who's to attack this. Probably Hamada, Mohammed, or Amada. As the bushy haired one goes directly for a shot on target, looking to catch the keeper with his pants down and unawares. Clever thinking, quick thinking. Still 1-1. Again, a corner from it. Will they take it quickly? Hassani comes short. Hamadi says, I'm going to go long. It's an out swinger. made by Mohammed. A clear to Malawi. Slip by the captain. Tengo. Mhango does well to get up. Continuing. Keeps going. Not the Energizer Bunny. First touch by Makawa. They slow it down. Mhango's touch slightly hefty. And he's got nifty footwork to just maneuver away from Hamadi. Oh, two Malawian players getting in each other's way. One of them left injured as well. Too eager. Malawi to date, their best place finish was in 2003 where they were runners-up. Starting this competition in 1999, they got a group stage finish. Their maiden competition came fourth the year after. A couple of quarterfinal berths as well between 2001 and 2002. And then since 2016, it's just not happened for them. 7 times has failed to get out of the group stages. I think this might be the team that changes that trend, bucks the trend. In the meantime, one of the Malawian players is injured. It's the striker, 18-year-old Benison Makawa, Kamazu Barracks representative. Chindra, Captain Armada. Nice play here, Hamadi. How much confidence has this goal given Losola Santos? Here's Mhango. Clips it in for Makawa. The back post approaching was left back Tabula. You do look susceptible when they lose the ball. That's one thing the small island nation has shown a penchant for. Approach ever so closer to the halftime break. I said it's been a pretty good watch. Of course, you've never been to the beautiful islands of the Comoros Islands. Cape volcanic island situated on the southeastern coast of Africa, east of Mozambique, northwest to Madagascar. Now is Hamadi. It opens up for him. They did back away and kept backing away. I slant back far too much that Okelya and Hamadi, but he's clearly the puppet master in this Comoros Islands production. "34 degrees today in Matola. Slightly partly cloudy. Man, what would do for some rain, really? Really takes so. 4 o'clock. Temperatures set to peak at 37. Wow, good luck to us. and Premier League yet to begin. It starts next month. You see the likes of Ngaya and it's close but not close enough. The likes of Ngaya, Vulcan Club kicking things off on the 19th of October. Amisal at home to Conwart.
I'm here. Two?
As well as
2 minutes, okay.
a trial against Beres
About.
on the 12th of next month as well.
2 minutes about. Okay, have fun.
On the Malawian League, TNM Super League as it's called. That's intercepted by Jeanfin. The Silver Strikers leading the log on 48 points, just behind mighty Nkuru Wanderers, who are 41 points. And Silver Service in third with 34. The same points difference as Kamuzu Barracks, a team that Benison Makawa is from, a striker for Malawi. Hamada. Hamada and Hamadi can be on the money. Chindra.
Not offside.
Under pressure, young 17-year-old Bakar. Notice that Nasir Hossani as well as Yassin Mohammed have changed wings. Mohammed playing from the right now with Hassani on the left. Modern day trend that we see quite often, with wingers swapping working spaces. Minute and a half to play. We're going to have late drama to end off this first half. Will it end in a stalemate? It's a loose pass from the captain. One thing that Comalians need to do is get Nawir Malida more in the game. If he's to bag the goals, any good striker worth the salt will tell you, I'm as good as the service that's given to me. I'm only as good as what is provided to me. And I don't think he's touched the ball once in 44 minutes in the opposition box. Unlike Benison Makawa, he's been heavily involved alongside Kaduya and Malikebu.
I'm up now.
Stark contrasting fortunes for both strikers when they're playing in the same game.
Time, 2 minutes.
2 minutes
Tempo
of injury time.
adicional, 2 minutos.
2 minutos. As, the fourth official has shown us on the chest. There's Tabula. Oh, nearly a mistake. Oh, is that trouble for Innocent Kamwambi? What color is the color? It's red card. It's red card. Was not done any favors by Mwisho Mhango. Was not done any favors by Mwisho Mhango. Sold short down the river. Had to come out, make a decision. He did. It proved to be the wrong one. Referee Chabile shows him red. It's provided the drama that I spoke of, but not the way I thought it would come. Innocent Kamwamba sent off late at the end of the first half. Upending Nasir Hassani, who read the danger, or read the ball, the pass back. Was quickest to it, and now Malawi are going to have to play the rest of the game with 10 men. Your top keepers out. And geez, Mhango did not do him any favors at all, Mhango. I have to see a replay of that. Was the red card justifies? He definitely fouled him, but was that a clear goal scoring chance denied there? I think it was. I think Asani was probably away. Was gonna get it past him and then probably slotted into the back of the net, an empty back of the net. Innocent Kamwambi gets the first red card of the competition. Unfortunate end for the Lube goalkeeper. Have a closer look. Yeah, that's a red card. No one was even close enough to affect Hassani had he taken control of the ball. Kamwambi just couldn't time his tackle. In fact, it was Nawir Mwalida, the man who got on the end of that. He's got his side a big advantage. Fell awkwardly, still receiving running repairs. Now, what does Bob Pikanjira say to his team? He needs to make a sub to bring on a reserve goalkeeper. No, he's not. I think one of the infield players are going to pick up the gloves. No, I see the reserve keeper's up. Took him a while to figure out what was going on. Willard Sunday, the man summoned off the bench. As another substitute is going to be made. Safuli, Madlitso Safuli. Now it's that moment that has changed the course of this game. Here's Willard Sunday of Ekaya out in Malawi, about to get his first minutes. On the man coming in alongside him, Madlitso Safuli of Nyasa Big Bullets, played 12 minutes in that game against South Africa. He's going to get more than just 12 minutes. They even have a free kick to deal with here.
Number 9, yes. Number 9? Yeah, number 9 is coming up.
The man to be taken off is Benison Makawa. I just heard the assistant coach tell him number 9 is the guy we're going to take off. Man who gave away the penalty. Mahangos could be taken off.
For Team Malawi, jersey number 9, Benison Makawa.
It's a real shame. Benison Makawa had a
one,
really good game, but won't be able to add to his team and their hopes.
Number 11,
Yeah, Mwisho Mhango.
Mango, replaced by Madalito Safuli, jersey number 14.
Can tell Mhango almost in tears. Knows this cost the team. Let me see, does he receive any handshakes on the bench? They're a team. They win together, lose together, make mistakes together, and one. Give credit to each other when it's necessary as well. It's a team sport. Into the sticks as Sunday. His first job is to keep this free kick out. Amadi. Is he going to add salt to already open wound? Four-man wall. Yes, Hamadi. Good save, Sunday. Slightly at him. I think if it was more to the right, he's struggling. He ain't getting there. Concedes a corner. We'll give him a bit of confidence there. Referee Ketabile blows His whistle to bring an end to this half time, or this half. Better put, Malawi losing Innocent Kamwambi late on after Mwisho Muhango's pass was left short. He had to come out, look to just stop the attack, but he just couldn't get the tackle in properly. And now Malawi have to play the rest of the game with 10 men. Sunday coming in replacement, and as well as Safuli, Dito Safuli replacing Mwisho Muhango. It's 1-1 at half time.
Swale. La Angola è che rincaggio
go, guys. Let's go. Go. Give me take. Nobody expected you to happen. Yeah. This guy. Tebo, wait Marcino, okay? Wait Marcino. Oh, okay, let's go.
With Malawi having to do a
Let's
little
go, let's go,
rethink
you
after
win.
a red
Yes,
card
yes.
to Innocent Kamwambi. Their goalkeeper late on in the first half, Mwisho Muhango. His pass just not arriving. Quickly onto it was Nazir or Nawir Mwalida, who forced the error out of the Lube FC goalkeeper. In between the sticks now is Sunday. He needs to pick up where Kamwambi left off. He had a pretty good game as well on top of that, so we feel slightly aggrieved really that his game had to be cut short and potentially leaving his tournament, depending on the result, of course, today. The score still 1-1. Malawi getting things underway with a goal from Adil Kaduya. Chitipa United, a winger in a fine form in that first half. Really the go-to man for all things offensive for the Young Flames. Leading from the front, literally. But Comoros Islands was from a free kick, Kelyan Hamadi. Crossing it for skipper Hamada. Acrobatically put it away with a overhead kick. A beat Kamwambi. We sit at 4. Instead of 1-1 at the start of the second half. Advantage Comoros Islands, many would say. A reminder for you at home that there are 2 more games to come after this. Angola and Namibia in Group B. Namibia open their campaign up with South Africa and Lesotho in Group C. On the field adjacent to this one. I think South Africa, we're watching this particular encounter with keen interest because it affects the group standings. We are in the group with Malawi and Comoros Islands. And Comoros Islands, they themselves coming into this game after a 1-0 win to open up the tournament and putting them on 3 points. South Africa on 3 points after an impressive win against the Flames. They definitely extinguished them 5-0. Let's see how the first match in Group C pans out. It's match 9 of the tournament. It's a quick look at the Malawian setup right now. At left back is Kandwani Tebula, as you'd expect. Alongside him is Edward Tengo, who started as a central defender alongside Happy Mpepo. That's still as is. Meshach Billiard seems to have sacrificed himself, or being sacrificed to play in the right back position. He's a right winger. Well, I think Adil Kaduya will lead the line. Yep, that's what it looks like. In midfield, Jazia, Malik Kebu. The other of the midfielders, Mwisho Muhango, taking off, and his replacement was Majilito Safuli, grappled there by Sunday, showing that he's ready to make an impact as the last line of defense. Asuma Hani, that is, and then Mohamed. Have some defending to do from this corner with the Flames. Hamadi. Everything has flowed through Hamadi, from the set pieces to open play. And as it usually happens, the moment you give credit to a player, there's a complete opposite. Commentators curse. From the corner flag, they go all the way back to keep an Imam Chindros. Made a couple of really good saves as well in that first half to keep the scoreline at 1-1. Chindra to Captain Amadab. It's right back. Aman Janfar of Olympic. Markut. Hamadi. Looks as if they may have gone to a back three of Comoro Islands. Keep an eye out on that one. Ball hanging in there. There's a slight breeze in the Laji Arena. Beautiful pass on the front foot. Here come Comoro Islands across. Was Yassim Mohammed. Had to stretch in the end. Starting to find some spaces at the back there. Initial cross from Masur Hassani from one winger to another. But Mohammed just a few paces behind the ball. Malekebu to Jazia. With a big bullets player, Kandwani Tebula. Safuli. Crosses a long one. Far too long for anybody. There's Coach Bob Pinganjira and shot there. Would have loved to be a fly on the wall during the halftime break, just to hear what the game plan is moving forward, because they need the points. I think to get a point out of this game really makes it difficult when they go into the last game against Lesotho. It's an absolute must-win. Beautiful skip there by Jazia. So such acumen and skill. This guy as well, Kaduya. Keeps going away though, further and further away from the danger area. Well handled by Ahmada. Couple of Comoro Islands subs warming up. It's a warm day. 34 degrees currently. So I think the bench will be quite crucial. Again, it's Jazia with great control. Good marking there by Hamadi. In between two players was Kaduya. The last touch off Al-Assar Mohammed of Ogzer. Oh, cleared. What will it do to the confidence of Comoro Islands if the opponents go on to score, especially with a man advantage? Ogzer FC, the club of Mohammed, in 11th position in Ligue 1, out in France. And Paris Saint-Germain, no surprise there. Big money bags, Paris Saint-Germain. That looks suspiciously like a handball there from Edward Tengo. A free. Kitsabile was there on the scene to see that away. On 16 points, by the way, PSG. Monaco on 16 points, buoyed by that victory against Barcelona in the Champions League as well. They've done really well. Monaco, Marseille in third. Auxerre way down in 11th. Haven't won in the last 4 games. Only one victory in the last 4. And 6 points there themselves. The next in action against St. Etienne, Saturday the 5th of October, away from home. I came to be played at the Geoffrey Gouraud Stadium. Speaking of Barcelona, by the way, they lost yesterday. Couldn't make it 8 opening Premier League victories, La Liga Primera. Surprise shock defeat for a side from Catalonia. 4-2 against Osasuna. Ante Badur Mir scoring 2, including a penalty, and Brian Zaragoza as well as Abel Petrones in the 85th minute to complete the win. The goals from Paul Victor and youngster Lamine Yamal. Not enough to see the La Liga Santander leaders extend on their points. Against bitter rivals Los Blancos, that being Real Madrid. Now 21 points, Madrid on 17. This might be the year for the Barca this year. Pick it up with Usamani, fouled by Jazia.
Advice again, advice again.
Chance to cross for Yassim Mohammed. They back away from him. Too many bodies in front of him for that kind of pass. Good work there. Picked up now by Sinja, but he couldn't connect with Kaduya, who looks at the bench to ask, where was I supposed to go? Apologizes though in the end. Good run, Kaduya. Flag is up though. That's the danger for the Solan Sandes. They switch off at the back. They do have the necessary weapons to hurt them. Malawi and Kaduya and Biliat as well as Malikebu. Bakar. Hamadi has a quick look over his shoulder. Goes sideways, more backwards to go forwards. Flag is up against Nasir Hassani. Nasir Hassani. It's fine, the tournament is tournament by numbers, has played over 89 minutes. Olympic Rovain player, 17 years of age, one of the younger players in the Comoros Islands, the 20 national team. You only got the likes of Mohamed Amada, Hamadi, and Hamada, the ones who've played full 90 minutes. There's Hamadi, passes on, looking for the run of Nawir Maulida. As I mentioned in the first half, he was an absent presence in the attack of Comoros Islands, not to his own doing entirely. I don't think he will receive the necessary service. Kaduya, superb work, being pulled right in front of referee Sabile. That's going to be a yellow card. That's a booking for Captain Armada, who got in a terrible position there to deal with that. He joins Edward Tengo for Malawi as the two players to have been cautioned. Look at that. He's pulling the player's collar there. from set pieces. I think they really put a bigger emphasis if it wasn't already. Creeping into the box is Happy Mpempo, the back post. Imperative they use these opportunities to the maximum. The Young Flames won't have a lot of the ball during open play, by virtue of being a disadvantage with one man less. Approaching the hour, crucial moment. Kaduya over the crossbar. Hide and wide.
Now the ball. Now the ball. Oh.
Hassani. Bit of a mistake. Now brings in Janfar. Quickly back into the defensive areas. Comes out Edward Tengo. Here's Tengo, the centre back. And gets a foul as well. Well done there from the 18-year-old.
Break, okay.
Referee Kitsabile also right on the hour. Gives a chance to these young players. Pick up some fresh instructions and freshen up the bodies with some cold beverages, I'd like to think. Of course, 11 countries coming out here to Matola, out in Mozambique, with hopes of reaching the African Cup of Nations, as well as World Cup out in Chile. AFCON, real big tester for many young players. We founded back in 1979. The most successful nation at under 20 level being Nigeria with 7 titles. Current champions are Senegal, who won their first title. The 2025 competition. That's the end goal. The edition also doubling up as the African qualifiers for the 2025 FIFA World Cup in Chile, where teams who reach the semi-final stage qualify automatically. Would be the 18th edition, by the way, coming up next year. It'll be 25 if editions of the tournament without hosts were included as well in that. A little trivia for you. And here now is Jazia Safuli. Have not played like their team with a man light of the Young Flames. That's really impressive. Mishak Biliat. Comoro Islands have not rammed their advantage home at all. With Kandwani Tebula. Kaduya, he's the danger man. Good block by Ahmada. Ooh, that's wide. Snapshot from Safuli. But that's great warning signs from Malawi. Sub about to be introduced for Comoro Islands.
Next
On the
up,
looks of it, it's going to be
next up.
Rahim Ali. Already has 11 minutes in the bank for him. Ali of Abel out in France.
Malawi. Oh, this one now.
Substitution for Comoros.
Turns
Number 8, Anizar Hamada is replaced by player number 15.
18 later in the year.
Substituição para a seleção das Comoros.
Anizar Amada, 16-year-old taken off for a 17-year-old, Rahim Ali. Don't think Hamada has had the best competition thus far. Games have passed him by from the 2 games I've seen him take part in. Malawi prompted to make a switch as well with Stimela Moyila. Man of the first name referring to a train, a Chitipa United player. He's 18 years of age, midfielder, to make his tournament debut. Wonder who's going to make way for him. I think maybe Francis Malikebu, because Washali Jazia has been superb in midfield, been very strong. Oh, that's an amateur mistake there.
Oh, stop. Come on. Substitution. Stop the game. Stop.
See whose number goes up here.
Substitution
It's Meshak Biliat.
for Team Malawi. Jersey number 20, Meshak Bulia, is replaced by jersey number 15,
Stimela
Bulia.
Muyila
Substitution
comes on. A bit of
Malawi.
freshness for coach Bob Mikanjira.
20, Meshak Bulia.
So earlier you had
Substituted for Kamzola 15, Stimela Muyila.
Comor Islands making a substitution and Rahim Ali. Bob Panjingara. I think Njira should say that he made substitution involving Stimela Muyila taking off Meshak Biliat. Safuli, Jazia. Good first time pass, good vision there. Terbula. Chance to cross. Look at how many green shirts are in the box. It'll be very difficult. Be like threading a pass through the eye of a needle to find one of those 2 players that avail themselves in the box. Loose there from Mchindra. The run by Kaduya. Was onside as well, but ball never arrived. Just kind of find a way through though. This recent wave of attacks. As Amarit Asumani. Halmadi can't get there before Edward Tengo. Madi starting to at a very tired figure as well now. Kaduya's definitely not tired. Yes, Kaduya, perfectly timed tackle, Captain Ahmadam. Had to get that right. A reminder, he's on a yellow card. Get that wrong, and it's going to be 10 versus 10. Oh man, Kaduya has a real problem. His running power and his understanding of space as well. It's been really problematic for the Comoro Islands. That attack got those fans up on their feet. Called in, missed in the back post as well. Found its way all the way to Stimela Moyila. His first touch could have been one for the ages. Stimela Moyila from the cross, reading the flight of the ball, but just could not fly the finishing touch. That would have been his first touch, by the way. Ali, he gets involved. Moyila missed a chance. Jazia, Kaduya, Tengo, Kaduya! Ho ho! The Flames can ball. They can play. They can do this with 10 men. That prompts Comoro Islands to make 2 subs. Coach Samadin Youssef not happy with those currently been given the job to unsettle Malawi. They themselves look unsettled. Tango playing like a man possessed. But Asumani gets back in. And gets a foul as well. Who's getting the yellow card? I think it's Almagro Somani. Yeah, the diminutive midfielder. Two Comoros players to come on is Abdallah, as well as Baduru. Baduru, a defender, and Abdallah, a midfielder from Kanat. Baduru plays for Chateau. There's Safuli for Nyasha Big Bullets. Safuli goes back post. Too much on it.
Break now, break now. Break now.
Substitution for Team Comoros. Player number 19, Nasir Hassan, is replaced by player number 17.
Nasur Hassani is off
Then,
to be replaced by Abdallah.
And jersey number 2.
The other players, Aman
Jafar,
Janfa,
is replaced by jersey number
is also
13,
taken off.
Amin Badiro.
Badur is replacement. Abdallah and Baduri on for Hassani and Janfa. So like for like subs. One thing I have noticed in this under 20 edition as we relook at that collision is the consistency of play. What I mean by that is that with these young players, Safuli acrobatically does exceptionally well. It's Safuli on the left foot. Safuli. Keep him Chindra, as per, always in the right place at the right time. Is that teams often don't dominate a game from start to finish, which never really happens even in senior game, but they play very inconsistently, if I were to put it simply, in patches. A lot of the teams we've seen here, barring South Africa, will control the game against Malawi from start to finish. I think Botswana as well are a team that can do it, but they play a different sort of football. They play on the transition, counter-attacking team. We've yet to really see Angola. But that's been the trend that I've seen. One team will dominate for about 5 minutes and sort of go off the boil, come back again. They remember their playing abilities, go a bit on holiday a little bit, come back again to their job. That's been the case. 18 minutes to play. But you're always going to get that from young players. Inconsistencies in the game. That's why you have such tournaments. That's why these are so necessary. Nice work there from Mohammed. The keeper was fouled there. Sunday fouled. Pepper not happy. Not happy with our leader. Coach watches on. Sunday hit hard near his sternum. That is always painful. Let's have a close inspection. Yeah, leant into him. I think our leader knew what he was doing there. Left a little bit of something on him.
Baby! 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 Amo! 20 minutes, don't forget.
Control from Tengo. Oh, and then it takes a wicked deflection. Chindra was rooted and no chance. Another drinks break called. Comoro Islands have failed to use this man advantage. It's been Malawi who are getting up ahead of steel. They're stoking their fires, the young flames. They're getting bigger and bigger. Will they scorch the Comoro Islands at the end of this encounter? Look at this shot. Keeper had no chance. Samardin Youssef really needs to have a real strong team talk, which he is now. Maybe taking the cooling break. His side looking lackluster here. Not looking as if they want to win this game and progress. I remind you again, the history of the Comoro Islands since 2007 have never made it out of the group stages, and it's showed in this tournament. Man offense of Francis Malekebu. Kalua comes on. Kalua is to get about 14 minutes in this game as Malawi go for the win.
Okay. Coach, the break is tough. The break is tough.
Off the head of Mohammed. Hamadi helping out at the back. Mohammed. There's a lot of ground to cover. Nice pass. The counter's on here for Comoro Islands. Odka, the sort of Santes do. Oh, good cover defense in the end by Hermanes Masinja. The one numbers to the left, I think they've not played with the advantage of a man creating overloads on one side, or drawing the opponents in the other, the old 1-2. I mean, good money for value, I can tell you, off the stands. Adding real ambiance. Of course, in terms of the pedigree of the tournament itself, holder Zambia, head and shoulders of most in this competition, having won 5 of the last 9 COSAFA Men's Under-20 Championships. With South Africa breaking the run in 2013, 17 and 18. Mozambique in 2020 had their moment. Outside of that, everything else has been Zambia. Nice finish for any guest nation. It was a silver medal, that being Kenya back in 2013, and they lost to South Africa in the final. No guest teams in this year's field, as it's of course, I've been saying, it's a continental qualifier. Of course, the first time Mozambique, country of Mozambique, hosting this prestigious comp. Now it's Katuya says booyah yet again. It's the Katuya show. The Katuya show. And then cramps. After that, Comoro Islands really
Golo para a seleção do
How are they
Malawi.
not able to control this game with a man advantage?
Malawi 2.
Adil Kaduya, a star is born for Malawi. As players begin to cramp. But they won't care if this ends up being the winner. Some medical help for Masincha. They need some footballing help for Comoros Islands. Beautiful composure from the 19-year-old Chitipa United player. Remember this name, Adil Kaduya. If Malawi don't make it out of the group stages, they're going to have themselves to blame. Especially having fought so hard, particularly having lost out in the opening game against South Africa in emphatic fashion. They just now need to defend for the next 10 minutes or so. And so much, put out so much, exerted himself, couldn't even celebrate. I thought there was a celebration, but no, the man was really cramping for real. Adil Kaduya, 19 years of age, of Chitipa United, scores the first brace for Malawi in this competition. And how important is that goal? Malawian fans extremely joyous right now, singing Bola Malawi. Lasola Santes, you need to do something now. This will be spirit crushing. They're going to lose against 10 men. Particularly the fact that they've played against only 10 men for majority of the second half and have shown little to nothing in terms of effort. That was a very good effort from Abdullah. And look at the body language of Asar Mohammed, looking frustrated and disappointed. Could it get worse for Comoros Islands? For head injury. And for the man who looked to take that shot. Kalua. Game will continue, but referee Kitabi says, let's deal with the head injury. Look at that, they're up in their feet. The Flames Nation. Why not?
Oh, coach, no foul.
These young men are fighting for their country. Are fighting well. We've traveled kilometer on kilometer to make it all the way from East Africa. It's a landlocked country in the southern eastern part of Africa. Right in their own history here. Nice pass by Hamadi. In steps brilliantly performing Edward Tengo, who's been so good today. Even the fact that they are playing with a man down, himself and Happy Pepper have kept Comoros Islands in their respective back pockets. Sensational work from both of them. Admirable. I think Adil Kaduya will pick up the man of the match. He's carried this Malawi attack on his shoulders. He's carried the team on his young shoulders, 19-year-old shoulders. And he's striking a player that can be developed into a striker. He's got that similar game to Senegalese great in man who used to play straight for Liverpool, Sadio Mane. A similar style, can attack from the left, looks ambidextrous as well. And since he's been asked to play as a central striker, he's kept Comoros Island, he's kept them honest. Struggled with his pace. Here's pace from Asumani. Asumani headed away by the fullback Kandwani Tebula. First time pass was to Kaduya. Bakar was his winner. Came against Lesotho. They got Comoros Islands going. Will he be influential yet again? Good clearance away by Stimela Moyila. Just need to hold on for the next 5 minutes or so. Washali Jazia as well has been excellent in midfield. A real dynamic player. The heart of the Malawi midfield.
How many? 6? 5? 5? Okay, fine.
Oh, the Malawians ensuring that their team does not drop in energy. Good support coming from the stands. All sorts of instruments blaring out from the right-hand side. Trumpet-like sounds as Mashali Jazia want to rejoin us shortly, just off screen. One thing I've noticed, a lot of the Comoros Islands players walking now. It's really hard. I don't blame them. Like, look, if your team is losing 2-1 and they have a chance, if they get a win here in this game, that's 6 points for them. Give South Africa something to think about. There's Bakar, the 17-year-old. Attempted 1-2 between 10 and 9, but they can't find one connection. There's Mohamed putting on the squeeze. Salantes, but
How many men?
that pressure very light at best.
42.
This guy still coming on. Has not been tested at all apart from that barge into his midriff. And one other save I can remember. There's not been too many occasions we've called his name. Yeah, that's an indictment on Comoros Islands. Jazia, the new man, Kalua, Safuli. The subs of Malawi have allowed them to play. Beautiful turn. Now with Kalua. Kalua with the cross for Kaduya. Close enough to him. Hamadi can't do it by himself. Abdallah. Pass.
Offside.
Count. As the flag is up. Not far away now from a historic win from Malawi's perspective, as coach Samardin Youssef will taking this replay. That didn't look offside.
Substitution for Team Comoros.
Bakar
Jersey number
Ali
3,
off.
Malak Bakar is replaced by jersey number 20, Ibrahim Zayat.
It's Ibrahim Zayat in.
Para a seleção das Comoros, camisola número 3, Malak Bakar é substituído por número 20, Ibrahim Zayat.
Waiting to see how many minutes will be going up on the board. I think 5. Yeah, it is indeed.
Tempo
5
adicional,
minutes.
5 minutos.
5
Additional
minutos.
time, 5
5
minutes.
minutos. 5 minutes. Mohammed. Malawi need to be concentrated just to see this drop through. What a win this would be. I mean, for them to go and be beaten 5-0 in the opening game, then come back, pause the game, lose a man, then still find a winning goal in the second half with a man down is what champions are made of, really. That shows real mental fortitude. They say your attitude determines your latitude. Well, Malawi's attitude has been top tier. Washali Jazia. Washali Jazia gets a yellow card for picking up the ball when it was thrown to him by Osamin. So we're not sure for time wasting. No leader, not been in this game at all. He must feel as if he's not done his day's worth of work. The striker for Comoros Islands. Yellow card coming up for Edward Mengo or Tengo. Wait, if that's a yellow card for Tengo, that's 2 yellow cards for him. That's 2 players sent off for Malawi. Not quite sure what he did there. Malawi down to 9 men. All right, we go up for the header, high foot. Oh, that's not much of a yellow card. The poor kid, I think they got done dirty there. He even tried to get out of the tackle. The foot was high, but the Comoros Islands player, I think, more than anything, ran into him. That's a yellow card for Edward Tengo, a second for him. That sees Malawi about to finish this game with 9 men. And I think on review, that was harsh there from the referee from Botswana. And it's a free kick which will probably bring Hamadi into play. Probably be last chance saloon here for Comoros Islands. There he's walking away, Edward Tengo. Disappointed, filled with emotions. Knowing that I'm gonna sit out for a little bit, no competition. The free kick coming from Mwalida. My leader clips it in. 2 players attack it. Comoros Islands won't count, they score. But the flag is up, offside. Yeah, it's not their day, it's not gonna happen, and I think that would have been an injustice to the Malawians. They do get the ball in the back of the net, but they're flagged for offside. There were 3 players that could have scored that. Safuli boots it up. And referee Kitabile blows the final whistle. Malawi with 9 men win the game 2-1. Comoros Islands really have themselves to blame in this game. They just never had enough in attack. They haven't played like a team since they touched base in Matola. So it's a win for them in the opening day and a loss in the second game. But for Malawi, it's the shoe on the other foot. A 5-0 defeat at the hands of South Africa and a 2-1 victory, hard-fought victory for the Flames. They finished the game with 9 men. Man of the match, Kaduya. It's 2-1 at full time.
Catuia então a ser eleito o melhor jogador. Coach, about performance.
I must thank my players for working very, very hard. It was a very tough game. We had 2 late guys. That means we were playing less players, but we managed to win. I'm very, very happy for that.
Então, a dizer aqui que foi bom jogo. Vamos então ouvir a outra reação do treinador que perde e complica aqui as contas. Tell about the match and the performance.
On n'a pas d'excuses. On n'a pas d'excuses. On a joué contre une équipe qui a été meilleure que nous dans l'intensité. Donc, on ne peut que les féliciter et se remettre en question.
Muito bem, então poucas palavras para o treinador da equipa.
Bora que sale su que esqueceu.